Hi friends, long time no speak. It's Emma from Emma K Plans, and I finally have a new Plan With Me video, which I think is pretty exciting because it's literally been months since the last one. So I'll get into that a little bit more later, but for now, just to run over the kit that I'm using. So I am using the leftovers of the Glam Planner. I think it was February this year mystery kit, and it is like the girls movie night themed kit, and I loved this one. I actually just used it in my main planner, and I used rose foil with it, and I think it came out so good. If you want to see that spread, it is up on my Instagram, which is emma.k_plans, if you don't follow me already. But with this one, I decided to use this like pink sparkle, I think is it holo maybe? I think foil, because I have like a pile of leftovers that I'm trying to get through. That's kind of my new philosophy. I'm hoping to get through the last 6 months of the year doing weekly plan with me's in my B6 planner, and then I am pulling in like leftovers of the like old style foil bundles. So I use them in my main planner, like normally with another foil bundle, because there's obviously not enough for a full spread anymore. And then the leftovers, which often end up being like hardly anything at all, I can't really use that in another spread. So I've decided to go through and pair those leftover foils with leftover kits, I guess, and kind of join them together. So I think the rose foil that I use in my main planner probably match the tones a little bit better, but I think this foil is still like a really good match. It actually, fun fact, used to be my favorite foil like color of all time, and it probably still would be if we got it in like a new format. I probably would buy 20, but we haven't really had this foil color since this format, I'm pretty sure. So now obviously it's red sparkle. So in general, sparkly foils are definitely my favorite. I just think it adds something a little bit extra. So moving into the spread, so I used like strips of washi instead of glitter headers, because I only had 3 glitter headers left over, which obviously is not quite enough. And then I had 4 full boxes, so I kind of spread them apart. I actually really like the placement of these full boxes. I think it kind of balances the spread off nicely. And yeah, so getting into the day by day. So on Monday, I pretty much, actually this whole week, like really nothing exciting happened. So it's kind of like a lot of the same stuff, but actually the end of the week was pretty exciting, but we'll get into that. Monday, I used the work labels because I don't use those in my main spread anymore. So I had all of the 5 of them left over, which is really handy. And I think they are a really nice fit in the B6 planner. I don't want to take up too much room marking work, but in my main planner, they're obviously way too small. So I really enjoyed that. I also go back and like write everything in at the end. So I might like talk and kind of not be in sync with the day of the week that I'm on, but I'm a bit out of practice with these voiceovers. It honestly has been a while, and I'm just kind of trying to find the groove of what like works for me and hopefully what's entertaining for you. So I'll just go through my week, and then I'll just, if I have time at the end, I'll just talk shit. So let's just go. So Monday to Friday, I work 9 to 5, so that's pretty straightforward. I won't mention it every single time. Also, sorry, quick point, I don't use character stickers in this planner. I like to keep it simple and just stick with foiled icons, or if I don't have a foiled icon that matches, just writing it in and not using anything. So Monday, we had work. I wrote in that I hate Mondays. I know everyone hates Monday, but in my job, I work in travel and we're not open over the weekend, so often I spend Sunday night, Monday morning, like stressed out about what emails I'm going to walk into Monday morning, like who's going to be whinging about stupid shit. So I really fucking hate Mondays. Then I shipped my US box, which I'm filming this like a month later, and I've actually just shipped my next one. So you've already seen this haul. I think I filmed the haul later on in the week, but you've already seen this one. But I will have a new one up probably next week, I think. And then I was really in my reread of A Court of Thorn and Roses series. So in this week I was reading A Court of Mist and Frost, I think it's called. Mist and Fury, that's what it's called. The second one. Which obviously, is it spoilers? Like, it's been out for that long, I don't know. But the second one's good, but it's not my favourite. But definitely one that you kind of can't put down. Like, you just want to keep reading and get to the end. So I used icons to mark, like a book icon, and then I did some planning. So I used the bow icon to mark planning time. Tuesday, I went to get my usual frappe from McDonald's, which is kind of my weakness in the morning. I try and limit myself to one a week, but it's hard, man. It's hard out here. I don't drink coffee, so I drink iced chai. That's my preference, but no one in this fucking country can make an iced chai properly, except Starbucks. And I don't have a Starbucks anywhere near me. The closest one's 40 minutes away. So I get sucked into frappes more often than I would like to. But that was on my way to work. So obviously then I worked and had a pretty busy day. Generally Monday, Tuesdays are pretty crazy. And then the week kind of dies off after that. I just used a strip of washi to block some space out. I was actually going to pull in the same washi that I pulled into my main spread, but I decided I had that left over. It's literally from the kit, like why not use it? Then I was listening to A Court of Mist and Fury again, pretty much anytime I mark a reading or audiobook this week, it's that book. I finished it next week. And then I was in my feelings, which is always fun. So I used, also I'm sure you've probably noticed, but I did color block this spread. So I tried to bring in like a little bit of that popcorn pattern that's the grey, because obviously it doesn't really match, but I liked the pattern. And actually now just thinking about it, the strip of washi absolutely does not go with the color blocking. I didn't even think of that, but I'm not changing it now. So we're going to stick with it. Then I went to my boss's house and we made like fresh pasta as like a team bonding kind of thing, which was fun. To finish off Tuesday night. Wednesday, back at work, 9 to 5. I had a shitter on Wednesday. I was so freaking angry, which is a common thing for me. I'm a really emotional person, and feelings overwhelm me. So if I'm angry, like I'm really, really angry, and I can't stop being angry. So obviously it was one of those days. Again, more reading. So I listen to an audiobook in the car, so I commute half an hour each way to work, so I get sick of the same music over and over again, so I listen to audiobooks on the way. So pretty much when I'm like deep in a book, I'm pretty much listening or reading every day, so I kind of mark it when I don't have much else to mark that day. And then I had my brother over for dinner. I think this was it was. So he moved interstate from me, so this was like the last time he came over, which is a bit sad, but it's only interstate, like it's not that far. And then we like played games and just had family time, which was nice. On Thursday, okay, actually, just a side note, no, I think you noticed it on Saturday, never mind. Thursday, again, the dreaded McDonald's for all my American subscribers, it just gets me, it really, really gets me. I just drive past on my way to work and I just can't say no, so that's in there again. Thursday is payday, so I popped that in, and then work 9 to 5 again. And then as you can see, so Tuesday I marked being busy. And then Thursday, bored AF. Like, it really dies towards the end of the week. Just, I don't know why. It's such a pattern that always happens. So I really was just not feeling it. Then the Planner Hannah sale started, like her most recent one, which this is probably like the most scientific I've ever been about a sale. Like, I had spreadsheets for the kits that I have, the foil colors that I want to use, the underlays that I wanted to buy, quotes. Like, it was like fucking formula, honestly. So normally I wouldn't mark something like that, but because I was so into it, like, yeah. And that's actually, I think, the last order that I received before I shipped my US box. So I'm hoping it made the cut, and is in my box that's currently probably in Hawaii. It's over the Pacific Ocean. If not, it'll be in the next one. Again, then was reading A Court of Mist and Fury. I think I literally finished it at the start of next week. So that was Thursday. And then Friday, I had coffee, which I don't drink coffee, so that's a lie. I would have had... Oh, actually, maybe. There's a coffee shop across the road from work, and they do, and I drink oat milk, so they do an oat latte, and that's not bad. Otherwise, I don't drink coffee. I don't like it, but that's not bad. So that might have been what we had. We did like a Friday, not that you care, but anyway, I do drink oat latte for anyone who is interested if I have to. Otherwise, I'm an iced chai girl through and through. Then obviously work 9 to 5. I had a few errands to run, so I went to the post office. I sent my friend Ange some Happy Mail. She bought a few kits off me, and then I sent her a few extra ones that I just wasn't going to use, and I would much rather them go to someone who is going to use them. So that was that day, and then I booked in parking for my little weekend trip that I was going on. Booked at the airport, so that's always fun. Then, well, for all my Glam Planner girls out there, you'll know the last year has been tough, so she had new releases this week, so I had to mark that, even though we haven't had new releases since, but it was exciting at the time. I really do miss her contribution to the community. I really find myself not knowing which kits to buy anymore, and like going back to kits that I like wouldn't have bought otherwise because I don't know what else to buy, without her like exclusive arts and even her take on a lot of art. I just miss, so I'm really hoping she comes back soon, but I mean, I don't know if that ship has sailed, honestly. I don't know, but I hope she comes back and sticks with it. So then I packed for my trip that night after work. I am a very much a night before / day of packer. I will not pack any earlier, but then when I'm packing the day before, I will be freaking myself out that I'm late, and I hate it. So you'd think I would learn, however I do not, and it's what it is. I've accepted it. That's who I am. So then on the weekend, my work had organised we always do an end of year celebration, and normally it's a ball, and we do it like state by state. So we all go into like the city, and then they put on this big formal ball. But this year was our first one back since COVID, and so they flew everyone to Brisbane, where our head office is located, and put on a festival, which is pretty cool. So I drove to the airport, I flew to Brisbane, and I was in my hotel room, like, getting ready, putting on makeup, just having a good time. Like, the theme was Coachella, so, like, you can imagine, like, the makeup was really over the top. And then, like, the event was called Flychella, because I work for a company called Flight Centre, which was honestly pretty freaking cool. Like, it was a full-on festival. They had, like, Australian bands, like, I'm not going to name them because you probably won't know them, but they're pretty big here, which is pretty exciting. So it was all paid for, flights, accommodation, everything, all drinks as well. So it was a pretty sick weekend, honestly. And then on the Sunday, so I had the hotel room to myself because my colleague unfortunately had the flu and she couldn't come, and we were supposed to be sharing, so I mean, I would have rathered her be there, but it was also nice to have the hotel room to myself. So I just slept in and had a really lazy morning. There was a Starbucks near my hotel, which is exciting because, as I mentioned, I don't have Starbucks near me, so it's kind of a exciting thing when I get to go. So I walked my hungover ass down to Starbucks and just got my chai, and I felt really good. And then I had lunch with another shop. So as I mentioned, my colleague was at home, and then my boss, his wife also works for the company, so they were off together, so I was kind of on my own. So I ended up going and having lunch with another shop that I know, which was nice. And they were on my same flight home, so we kind of all went to the airport together. I flew home, so it was literally like a 24-hour thing, which is classic my company. So a couple of years ago, before COVID, I went to our Top Achievers conference in Berlin, which is 24 hours from where I live in Melbourne, for 2 days. So I literally flew. I was in the air longer than I was on the ground, but that's the sort of shit that my company does. So a day, 24 hours in interstate is just normal. But it was honestly so fun. Like, I really had such a good time. And then I came home, I drove home, and it was the Silverstone or British Grand Prix, the Formula One race. So I love Formula One. Myself and my husband watch every race. Like, I just love it. So if you love Formula One, please tell me. I'd love to chat to you about it. I feel like it's obviously a very male-dominated thing, but I've also only recently, in the last few years, gotten into it. So I don't know many people who are into it, but I would, love to chat. So that was my week. I guess a nice week. Like, I was really into my reading, which I feel like I really relax when I'm into a book. Like, I make sure that I spend an hour before bed every night reading, at least, and that, like, really relaxes me. Whereas if I'm not into reading, I'll spend my time on TikTok or something else. So I enjoy when I'm, like, into a good book, and then obviously finished it off with a really good weekend, which was fun. So yeah, good week overall. Just in general, I guess, I am going to be trying to film like one of these a week. I'm going back and catching up from the start of July, and I'm kind of going to upload those pretty, like, rapidly, and then hopefully I'll have one a week from there on out. I think this is just the format that works for me. I really love memory planning in a B6. I just love the size. It makes me excited to sit down and film these videos because I'm, like, excited to see what kind of spread I can come up with. I get to use leftovers, which I really enjoy. So I know it's not, like, my main planner, which I know is what everyone else films, but I hope it's still interesting and enjoyable. If it's not, that's totally fine. Please let me know, because I just won't bother. Like, I won't film them. But I feel like I enjoy laying these spreads down, using some stickers that I don't get to use otherwise. And it's just like another way to plan, I guess, for me, and hopefully to kind of bring more content to you guys, because I know I've really been lacking. I've been a bit uninspired. I pretty much post 2 videos a month, and that's one haul and one kit lineup video. And I feel like, I don't know, the kit lineup videos I think are starting to get a bit out of control. Like, not to be like, oh, like, I was the first one, but I was the first person to do the kit lineup video on YouTube. It was kind of my concept, and I feel like it's spiraled way out of, like, what I originally started it as, and that's fine. People are allowed to, build on anything and take it in their own creative direction, but I just don't enjoy filming them as much as I used to, because I feel like they're these whole great big production schemes now for other people. So that's one of my 2 videos, and I don't really enjoy filming it. So I think I still will. Like, I think it's a staple on my channel. As I said, something I came up with, like, how long have I had this channel? 2 years? Yeah, I started in COVID, so, like, over 2 years ago now. But I really want to get back to Plan With Me's because it's obviously such a staple in the planner world, and it's something that I want to share with you guys. So yeah, I'd love some feedback if you enjoy this format, if you're okay with kind of a 20 to 30-ish minute video recapping my week, talking about what's going on in the planner world at the time, all that sort of thing, how I'm using my leftovers, foil pairings, like leftover, that sort of thing. Yeah, I'd love to hear the feedback if you're into it, or if you're not, like I'm totally fine with that. But yeah, I would really like to kind of come back to YouTube a little more frequently. I'm always open to video ideas that you guys want to see. I've been asked to do a kit collection video, and honestly I've filmed it 3 times and I've deleted the video each time because I just can't seem to get it right. I will try again and I hopefully will have that uploaded, but anything else you want to see from me, please let me know. Like I'm more than happy to take requests. Something you want to see, I'll do it. Shameless plug, don't forget to follow my Instagram, emma.k_plans. That's where I post all my main feed spreads. I've got some really exciting spring spreads coming up that I can't wait to start using. So my cat is also making a cameo. You might be able to hear her. So yeah, give me a follow on there. That's where I'm kind of most active. And then I really hope to be on this platform a little more often. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.